still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go from Chicago. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jadeveon Clowney on that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, Williams. His first throw is an interception. And the Panthers force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
Young working from the gun. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 79 Bronco.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Williams to throw on 1st. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Go. Go.
From the 26 on 2nd down. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Williams. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Williams from the gun. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Here we go, here we go. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Running behind center with Swift. He breaks the tackle. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Johnson, and he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go, Shaq. 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. On 4th down, it's Williams. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Panthers in possession.
Okay, ready?
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. It's caught. That's Thielen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. Gets this to Sanders. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Javon Dexter escorted into the ground. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the pistol, it's Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready up.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go.
They're going for Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Young on 1st and 10. Throw complete to Thielen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Finds Sanders. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, set.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jalen Johnson with the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Down.
Here's Young to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, now that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So on 4th down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. He fields this at the 18. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 65 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Bears football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3. Odunze's got it right side. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
First down, Williams. Escapes out to the left. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
It's incomplete, but good awareness. They saw him jump, shot it deep. Now we're going to get this call. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Motioning left is their running back. He's got him. That's Swift. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They run the counter with Swift. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Working from the gun, Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So now they have 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Swift hauls it in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They run with Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
To throw, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
79 Bronco. Ready.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears down by 7. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob. Come on, set. Come 19, come 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Set, go.
To throw. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. The Bears decide to call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? Go.
Looking to throw it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Set.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Pass complete to Hubbard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Hey, check Mega. You don't lose. Check,
Throwing now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Put the body on the line for his team. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here's Hubbard on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. This game now resting on the attempt from Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. It'll catch the crossbar, and it's in anyway! What a bounce to win this game! So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Chicago.